ज्ञानञ्जनश्च ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकम्। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरोन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं सादयितं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्य देवं श्रीराधा कृष्ण पादा सगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च श्री कृष्ण करुणा सिन्धो दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपीशा गोपिका कान्ता राधा कान्ता नमोस्तुते। सप्तकाञ्चन गौरांगी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये। वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सन्दप्त एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की बोल। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनिधि नामने। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनिधि नामने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवी गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की बोल। हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल माताजी।
हरि बोल माताजी. Thank you.
Very much. Thank you.
Thank you for your inspiring recitation. It's truly uplifting to witness the devotion in everyone's heart. Let's continue to share the divine energy together. नमो ओम विष्णु पादाय कृष्ण प्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते वेदो व्यास प्रिये स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमो ओम विष्णु पादाय कृष्ण प्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद. So thank you all for kindly joining this morning session. Everyone can hear my voice?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay, let's start. Shri Bhishma Dev ki Jai. Devaki and the Vasudev called out. Last session we stopped here. Devaki and Vasudev called out desperately. The night sky represent hopelessness, helplessness, desperate feeling. Let me just share the screen. In a prison house,
Frustrations.
in a prison house represent I'm stuck
In the prison? In the prison?
Yeah. Hey Bhagavan, apart from you, I have no one. And the two Krishna appears on Ashtami Tithi. Now Ashtami is the midway path. It's not Purnima, it's not Amavasya. So Krishna doesn't like fanatic approach also. So he does not like being too liberal and he does not like being too fanatical. Ashtami Tithi being practical and realistic. So wherever Krishna has invoked with faith and called out, that is where Krishna appears. That is Janma Ashtami. That is where Krishna appears. So when Draupadi called out, and it's described, she called out when her hands raised and how Krishna appeared. The sari went on and on and on and on, and Dushasan was being, actually, it was the disrobing of Dushasan. He was being disrobed, being, because Duryodhan looked at Dushasan and he said, I am not going to have you on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. It's impossible. You're not a Kshatriya. You don't even know how to disrobe a sari. What are you going to do? He said, I'm really trying. Don't you see? Look, I'm doing it, but I can't imagine how much sari this Mataji is wearing. It's like on and on and on. But Krishna is blessing her. Goes on and on. Same for Gajendra. When the crocodile called, how Gajendra called out. How he invoked the Supreme Lord. When was the last time we saw an elephant chant in Sanskrit? But the impossible, because possible when Krishna has invoked. Gajendra called out, and beautifully it is described. Acharya has explained in the commentary of Gajendra's Stuti that the Supreme Lord Mahavishnu, he always sit on the back of the Garuda with a few, he has a list of things that he does before he sits on the back of Garuda. He does Achman, he has his chadar, he has his utriyam, he wears sandals, slippers, more shoes or whatever you got. Padukas, it's a good word, paduka. He wears padukas. It's not chapal. Chapal is too downtrodden. Vachanam Sheelam Akyati. Krishna wears this padukas. And he sits on the back of Garuda with a cloth. He has a sitting asan. And then he instructs Garuda and then he flies. But the Acharya described in Gajendra's Stuti the only time when the Supreme Lord flew faster than Garuda was when Gajendra called out. Gajendra, when he called out, Garuda was flapping his wings at double speed to keep up with the Lord, who was flying faster than him. The Acharyas explained, as soon as Gajendra said, Narayana, the Supreme Lord was there. Narayana. And also, this was the only recorded history when the Supreme Lord sat on the back of Garuda with his utriyam, following without any padukas, without any asana, without any acharyas. When Gajendra is calling out, Vaidiha Bhakti goes to the side. Sadhuvi Grasta Ridhayam. In astrology, when you see somebody's chart and you see, oh, this person is Shani Grasta. Grasta means he is attacked, he is controlled, he is a Rahu Grasta, he is a Shani Grasta, which means this person is being influenced by the Shani or by Rahu or whatever. What is the word Krishna uses in the Bhagavatam? Sadhuvi Grahasta Ridhayam. Durvasa, what can I tell you? My chart is being influenced by one very beneficial planet called the Sadhus. They control me. What can I do? Krishna is ready to dance. So Gajendra called out. And how did Gajendra do it? He picked up a flower and he offered, to which commentators write, if you want to offer something to Krishna, don't look or don't go find something in the situation that you are and see what you can give him. Gajendra did not go out of the pool and make a garland and offer. While being in the situation, he thought, what can I do? He picked up the flower and gave it to the Supreme Lord. Which means, being in the situation, sthana is sthana, thita, sruti, ghattam, tanu, ak, manovi. Being in the situation that we are, when we do our best, Krishna accepts it. In fact, one Acharya goes on to an extent to say, why is the Supreme Lord holding Padma in his hand? Shankha, Chakra, Gada, Padma. He said Vishnu has accepted Padma as one of his alankar because it is that Padma which Gajendra threw. So, Draupadi called out and Supreme Lord helped. When will that day come? When will call out? When will we call out to Krishna? We all have problems, genuinely, honestly, every day. Either we have back problem, we have toothache, we have problem at home, financial problem because of children, and then over at work. We have problems in different spheres of life. This is mercy of the Lord. They are all agents of Dushashan. They are all agents of the crocodile. But the difference is that they cry out to Krishna, and we go around telling people for sympathy. We walk around telling people how big the problem is. So the people say, I don't know how you are tolerating so much. We don't want solution. We want people to think that we are great being in that situation. But the solution is not to cry for sympathy. It is to cry for Sampati, the Supreme Lord. Krishna is giving waves of problem only so that we can take those problems and cry out to him like Gajendra called out, like Draupadi called out. Without crying, without calling out to Krishna, no one gets him. This is known reality. Anyone who cries and anyone who sings Krishna appears. Iti gopya pragayanta pralaya pantyas chachitratha Rurudhu Suswaram Rajan and Krishna Darshanala Alasa. When Krishna disappeared from the Rasasthali, what did the gopis do? Two things says Sukadev Goswami. It is to say Pragayanta Pralapantyas Chitradha. They were crying and they were singing. They are the two things that the gopis did. And Krishna, who was hiding, had to come out. If we want to find Krishna in our life, doing Harinam Sankirtan, serving Vaishnavas and weeping to Krishna for help. When will that day come? Oh Krishna, when I will take spiritual life seriously? Then when will I be a floating devotee? Then when will I take all these things for granted? When will I just give up all my negative practices and really have taste for chanting the holy name? When will I walk on the path of the instructions of my spiritual master? When will that day come? Really, when I will serve Vaishnavas not having any strings or any conditions apply, any asterisk, we will really serve Prabhuji. I really am serving for your satisfaction, nothing else. When will I take Krishna conscious as the heart of life, not just the part of life? When will I think that is my main priority and everything else must be adjusted to keep my Krishna conscious going? When will that day come? So in this assembly, when Draupadi called out, everybody saw the help that she received, but at the end it is described. Hare Krishna, Swayam Prabhu Mataji. Hare Krishna. Everyone can hear my voice?
Yes, Mataji. Yes.
Swayam Prabhu Mataji, one request, can you send that this Zoom invitation link to my in-laws group? Nama Kudumbam. I forgot to send that.
Which class, Mataji?
This class, Mataji, yes. The link,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Mataji.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you. I forgot that, yeah.
Okay, thank you.
When will the day come? So in this assembly, when Draupadi called out, everybody saw the help that she received, but at the end it is described. Draupadi had a big problem with Krishna. She told Krishna, why did not you come when I called out to you? In the assembly, when I was in trouble, when I called out to you, why did not you appear? What was stopping you? Krishna said, I am really sorry. I could not come. I really could not come. I'm really sorry. Draupadi said, what is the use? Why you couldn't come? Bhakta Vatsala Krishna, you should have come. Pandavas were struck and wondered. They said, Krishna helped you. Krishna helped you. Why are you saying Krishna did not come? Actually, did Krishna come? Yes, he did. But he came late. Even before Krishna came, Draupadi, when she called out, Govinda, Govinda, Govinda Nam helped Draupadi. The name of Sri Krishna, being Abhina Swarup, manifested the form of Krishna and helped. To show us the principle that Krishna and his name are non-different. So, everyone say Govinda. Mataji,
Govinda.
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 We can also call out like this. Govinda.
Govinda. Govinda.
Govinda. To show us the principle that Krishna and his name are non-different. Abhinatvam namam namino. But between the two, Krishna's holy name is Sulabha. That this name of Krishna is not different from him. Very, very powerful this name. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. After this disrobing act of Draupadi, the Pandavas were sent out 12 years in the forest. And the 13th year was incognito, where if they are found, they will be punished another 12 years again. So now, when they were in the forest, they spent 12 years with lot of struggle. In fact, in his described during the Vanvas, Draupadi used to say, it is a curse to be a Kshatriya. Sometimes we think Kshatriya life is a very nice. You have multiple wives and kingdom and food and things like that. Well, that's all good provided one is able to die on the battlefield. For fighting and dying on the battlefield, there are the pay and perks given. Not that we want the eggs, but we don't want to feed the hen. This is a half hen philosophy. So Draupadi during that 12 years used to say it is a struggle. It's actually a curse to be a Kshatriya. And sometimes Bhimasen and Draupadi, they would team up and they would say it's all because of Yudhishthir Maharaj. Yudhishthir Maharaj, instead of being a Kshatriya and fighting, he is busy hearing Harikatha. Now Yudhishthir Maharaj was a sadhu. No doubt about it. Ajata Chaktru. He would sit here Harikatha. He would chant the holy name. Their point was, if you do all this, how will you develop Kshatriya quality? You will become sadhu, you will become Brahman, and because of that, we are struggling. Yudhishthira Maharaj would say, don't worry, the right time will come and we will win. You don't worry. Bhimasan said, the right time does not come. We have to create the right time. We have to do it. One time, in fact, it's described. Yudhishthira Maharaj was on this side. And in the middle, there was a water body. And there was a bridge. And then Bhimasan was on the other side. And from the other side, Bhimasan started yelling and swearing at Yudhishthira Maharaj. It's described in the Mahabharata. He was saying, it's all because of you. You're irresponsible. You don't know how to take decisions. Because of your mistake, we are all suffering in the forest. If I was a person in control by now, it would be done. And he went on and on and on. And I want to talk to you. Why did you take such a decision? We are going through hell, high water now. Yudhishthira Maharaj very calmly he said, okay, if you can cross the bridge and come over, we will speak. Bhimasan crossed over the bridge and he came to this side. As soon as he came to this side, he started speaking to Yudhishthira Maharaj and he became so calm. He spoke to Yudhishthira Maharaj and he said, I'm really sorry. I should not have spoken. Everyone is having a smile. It seems like a household occurrence. First you fight and then say, I'm really sorry. Next time I will take care. The other person says, yeah, okay, no problem. And I know next time I will see you, you are going to speak that you are not going to improve. But however, Bhimasen, when he came here, he apologized, said, I'm really sorry. Brother, I should not have spoken like this. I can't imagine. How can I speak like this? How did I speak like this? Not good. Yudhishthira Maharaj said, so first you want to know why you spoke like that? Or first you want to know our 12 years of Vanavas Kshatriya. Bhimasen said, I want to know why I spoke like that. I'm really sorry. Dharma better. Please tell me. Dharma better. So please tell me. Yudhishthira Maharaj smiled. And this is all during the Vanvas. He smiles and he says, actually, it is not your fault. That side of the bridge is influenced by the villagers where they eat dog meat. People in that side of the bridge, that side of the territory, they are into abominable activities. However, people on this side are Brahmanas, so the place has so much influence on the consciousness. You were there. It was not your fault. The place influenced your consciousness and made you Rajasic temporarily and made you speak. So therefore, instead of me coming there, I asked you to come here. So this also gives us the instruction. We are living in a very Rajasic place. The material world is Rajasic, and that Kali you guys Rajasic and Tamasic. And we are living in places nowadays where there is a prostitution, there is slaughterhouses, there is a liquor shops, there is a drugs, there is everything. The Dhyutam Panam, everything is going on. So how much more should our Krishna consciousness be intense to offset the influence that is caused by these places in our consciousness? So in this way, they continue to 12 years and the 13th year, as we know. They lived incognito. Bhimas and Arjuna, they all picked roles in the kingdom of King Virata. And Bhimasen took a very nice role. He took the role of being a cook. Depending on what we are seeking and what we are hunting, that's what we get. So Bhimasen loves to cook. So he picked service also like that. Arjuna, as we know, as His Grace Harivilas Prabhuji the other day was explaining how he got cursed to become a eunuch. And for 1 year he took that curse. He became the dance teacher. However, the king Virata had a son. What was his name? Does anyone remember? Uttar Kumar, yes. Uttar Kumar. This Uttar Kumar was a bragster. He loved to brag about himself. I'm like this, I'm like that. Actually, you don't know. This happened, that happened. And he would do this in the association, in the company of female admirals. He would get all the Matajis around and he would say, in 1972, there was a time, he would cook up stories and he would say that at the time there was a war and single-handedly I destroyed 10,000 soldiers. And they would all be like, oh wow, Uttar Kumar is the best. Easter, West, Uttar Kumar is best. And Uttar Kumar would get all their feminine, whatever you call it, he would be fanned by their fans. And this went on for a long time. Finally, there came a point where in King Virata's kingdom from Goshala, from the cow shed, the Kauravas came and started stealing the cows. And at the time what happened? Everyone came to Uttar Kumar. They said, Uttar Kumar, now is the time to show what you have showing us. They were all attacking. They are taking out cows and there was a stable also. They were taking the horses also. So there is so much attack from both sides. Gandharvas from one side, the Kauravas from the other. Uttar Kumar, now is the time. Please help us. Now what does he do? He doesn't know anything. Empty vessels make more noise. Practical example, empty vessels make more noise. So Uttar Kumar started saying, yeah, sure, I can fight. But the only problem is, I don't have a chariot here. I don't have anyone to drive my chariot. Only if I could get someone to drive my chariot, I could do that. I think there is no one to drive my chariot. Unfortunately, that's the thing, eunuch, our Arjuna. He said, don't worry, I will drive the chariot. You come. Uttar Kumar said, but do you know to drive the chariot? I thought you were a dance teacher. He said, you don't worry, I will drive. Uttar Kumar said, behind. Arjuna started driving the chariot. Now, what was going on in Uttar Kumar's heart does not need any description. That's what I would feel when I would walk into my examination hall. Parents are saying go, heart is saying don't go. All the kids situation. So Uttar Kumar is sitting behind and Arjuna is driving. As soon as they stop, there is an ocean of Kaurava, army on the other side. And Karna is standing, Bhishma is standing, Duryodhana, Dushashan, everyone is standing there. And here Uttar Kumar is standing alone. So Arjuna said, now it's time. You're so good at it. Let's fight. He said, okay. He got down, started running in the opposite side direction, Uttar Kumar. He was running in the opposite side direction. So imagine a scene on the opposite side as an ocean of the Kaurava army. And here is the Uttar Kumar, the son of King Virata, running in the opposite side direction. Behind him is a eunuch running to get him back. And finally he caught Uttar Kumar. He said, hey Baba, you cannot run like this. You have to fight with your chest. Or you will either die or you win. You go to heaven or you win. You have these two options, he said. No, I want the third options. I want to run back. I want to go. He taught me I want to go back home, back to Godhead. I don't know about Godhead, but I want to go to back home. Bhishma said, I can't fight them. The reality is, look, I don't know anything. I just love to brag. The eunuch said, okay, you give me your secret. Now I will give my secret. I will not reveal your secret and you will not reveal my secret. He said, what is the secret? He said, I am not a eunuch. I am Arjuna. He said, Gandivdhari? He said, but where is your Gandiva? He said, do something, do you know, to drive the chariot. Uttar Kumar said, actually, 1970, tell me the truth. Do you know to drive? Don't brag. He said, I want to drive the chariot. I can drive the chariot to the nearby tree. He said, I can drive. He takes him there. Arjuna has hidden his Gandiva, all his astra in the tree. He takes it out. He starts shooting one after another, and he defeats the whole Kaurava army, including Bhishma Dev. Arjuna kills 10,000 soldiers there with his arrow as a eunuch. So that get down to who is this person? It must be Arjuna, but there are still speculating. Arjuna shoots, gets Uttar Kumar home, tells Uttar Kumar, you keep my secret. Uttar Kumar says, and you please keep my secret. If they ask, just say that you drove and I was the one killing. Arjuna said, no problem. I will tell all the Matajis that you are the one who defeated. He said, this happened. On the other side, everyone is defeated. Bhishma Dev is defeated. Karna is defeated. Duryodhana is defeated. And this is just boiling Duryodhana's envy in the heart. Bhishma Dev and his assemblage start speaking to Karna and Duryodhana. He says, do you know that person who has shot his arrow must be Arjuna? There is no one else who can do that. I have seen so many soldiers and so many general and commanders in chiefs, but there is only one Gandivdhari of the Arjuna who can do that. There is no one, not even Karna. Literally, the Karna of Karna, this was heard, but this turned like a Vikarna for him. He did not like it so much. And then Karna looked at Bhishma. And Bhishma said, actually Karna, who you think too much of yourself. You think too much of yourself. You don't know the power potency of Arjuna. If there is anyone who can defeat me and kill me, it just be only Arjuna. But Arjuna, out of his etiquette, he will never kill me. He is very wonderful warrior. But you just think too much of yourself. Karna got wild. He was like a bubbling. Duryodhan is trying to pacify because he needs both of them in his army. Karna is, he said, old. Don't worry, nothing will happen. He's just generation gap. Don't worry, he's old. Bhishma says, no, I really mean it. Karna thinks too much of himself. He thinks too much of himself. His arms or his kavach is also broken. And anyway, he's useless because he has a curse from Parshuram. He's not going to remember any mantras on the battlefield. Karna starts speaking. Bhishma starts telling Duryodhana. But what does this old man think of himself? He's old. What can he fight? What does he know? He's old. 4 generations later, people are fighting. He's still interested in fighting with them. Now, Duryodhana is trying to pacify. No, please. He's trying to calm both sides. But it is getting too much. It is bubbling up at the time when they are deciding what has to be done. Duryodhana tells Bhishma, look, I'm planning for a war. I'm not going to forgive these Pandavas. Duryodhana, Bhishma says, look, they have already finished their Akyadavas. 12 years of Vanvas. 13 years of Akyadavas. They are back. Now you should give their kingdom back. You don't trouble them like this. Duryodhana said, no, impossible. I'm not going to give them their kingdom. But they listened to you. 12 years they lived in the forest. Tirtha, they lived incognizant, and you said, if you come back, then I will give you. Duryodhana said, I was confident I could have caught them in the 13th year. So another 12 years later, but I did not know they were going to come back. But anyway, I am not going to give them. Bhishma said, you have to keep your word, you have to give to them. But Duryodhana falls in the category called as tetanus. The category. That's a category in Shastra. How much ever you give them sadbuddhi, they will never take it. Classic example of that. That is Ravana in the Ramayana. His father tells him, return his father tells him, return Mother Sita. Kumbha and Nikumba says, return Sita. No, Kumbhakarna, he who is sleeping, he wakes up and says, he gives Mother Sita, let me sleep. He will not listen. Amidst all of this, he goes to fight Vali. Vali, the father of Angad, because he has heard Vali is very powerful. So if I defeat him, I will become superior. But Vali is very powerful. Vali has this benediction. Anyone who comes in front of him, that person's strength will be 50% and Vali will become 200%. So he will observe the energy. So Ravana, interestingly, he thought, I will attack Vali from behind. And at the time, Vali was busy chanting Gayatri. So even in the monkeys, they follow rules. He was chanting Gayatri, but because he was a monkey, his style of Gayatri was little different. Out of the 4 lines of the Gayatri, every line he would jump into a new ocean and chant. So 4 oceans, 1 line, second line, third line, fourth line, first line, second line. This was his style. So Ravana went to attack from behind. So Vali was busy chanting Gayatri, so he did not want any disturbance. So his tail grew in size, wrapped up Ravana. So now he was jumping from one ocean to another with Ravana, hanging in the back, in the rear side of a monkey. In the tail, Ravana told him, look, I am the king, at least have some respect. Hold me by the hand. Hold, you are wrapping me, in your rear side by the tail. Very offensive. Don't do that. Don't do that. Ravana thought to himself, if his tail can't control me, how much will Vali control me? So when you cannot defeat your enemy, befriend them. At the end, he told Vali, I just came to have your darshan, nothing serious. Then they joined hands. And because they were demons, they were wolves, were also demoniac, They said, actually, your palace is my palace. My palace is your palace. Your wealth is my wealth. And my wealth is your wealth. And your family is my family. And my family is your family. Your wife is my wife. And my wife is your wife. So this was the Vali and Ravana. Now when Angad was sent by Ramachandra, the son of Vali, he introduced himself to Ravana. I am the son of Vali. So now Ravana knows the fruit doesn't fall very far away from the tree. So if Vali can wrap Ravana around the tail, the son can also do. He says, please, you are the son of Vali. Please sit. Your Angad says, I have not come to sit down. I have come to give a message. Ravana says, what is the message? He says, well, return Sita. Ravana says, what if I don't? Angad says, then you will have to fight Ram. Ravana says, what if I don't? Angad says then, forget about Ram. You will have to fight me, and you cannot forget about fighting me. You can't forget about fighting me. You can't even move my feet. Then how weak you are. And Angad takes a deep breath in and places his feet on the ground. And he tells Ravana, shall I try moving my feet? Ravana looks and he plays a strategic card. He says, I never touch the feet of monkeys. He ordered Indraji, you touch. He tells his son, you touch Angad's feet. Indraji says, I am not touching his feet. Ravana says, no, I want you to touch. So Indrajit goes. He's sweating. He cannot move the feet of Angad. Indrajit has won over Indra, but he cannot win over the feet of Angad. He tells Ravana, I can't do it. You have 20 hands, you try. Ravana tries, he cannot. He looks at Angad. He says, what is the power? What does he eat? What do you eat? Where are you getting this power from? Why is it that I am not able to move your feet? Angad says, very simple. I just breathe with the name Ram. He always do that. Show the, so just hold it. He always says Ram, and that has the power that you can't even move the feet of the person who is breathing Ram Nam. And you are trying to defeat Ram, return Sita. When Ravana did not agree, Angad jumped on his head and passed urine. And he came back and proudly told Ramachandra, Murali, Vinasha Kale Vibarita Buddhi, not taking inspiration. Ramachandra told Angad, I just told you to go and give message. You passed the urine? Huh? Angad said, I am a monkey. I can do anything. No one cares. So now it was tough. Ravana went to Bali Maharaj. Vaman Dev, Bali Sutta Lok. Bali Maharaj said, what help do you need? He said, I am in a war. I need help. Against whom? Ravana said, against monkeys. Bali Maharaj said, against monkeys? I always thought you had monkeys for breakfast. Now you are fighting monkeys and you need help? Ravana said, there are 3 monkeys who have destroyed my life, Sugriva. He becomes like a mosquito. And every time I make my hair, he comes like a mosquito on top on his spit. Ravana is explaining. He destroyed my Sringar Seva. Second monkey is Angad. He came and passed urine on me. And third monkey, I set fire on his tail. He set my city on fire. They then seem like a Vanara, but they are more than Nara. So I need help. So Bali Maharaj said, now the time has come that you are fighting monkeys. My advice to you is return Sita. Ravana said, look, I have not come here for Upadesh. I have not come here for your advice. I have come here for your help. You help me. Bali Maharaj said, okay, I will help you. Come, let's go to our terrace. See, he took him to the terrace of his palace. Bali Maharaj took him on the top. And from there, aerial view, Bali Maharaj showed him there was a big, humongous golden mountain. And Ravana looked, he said, that belongs to you, he said. Yes, and guess what? I give it to you as a gift. Ravana went running. He got down off the stairs and he went to embrace the mountain. He is trying to lift. He can't. He said, what mountain is this? I am not able to lift. Bali Maharaj said, there was a time when you have lifted Kailash on the palm of your left hand, and now you are not even able to lift this golden mountain. Ravana said, but you tell me what is the golden mountain is. Bali Maharaj said, can I tell you? Don't get angry. Can I give you this good news? Ravana said, please go ahead. Bali Maharaj said, this is the earring of Hiranyaksha. When Hiranyaksha fought Varagadev slapped him and the earring of Hiranyaksha fell here. Ravana said, oh, Bali Maharaj said, and the sad part of the story is, you are that Hiranyaksha. In your previous incarnation, you are that Hiranyaksha who wore earring in the weight of this mountain. And now as Ravana, you can't even lift your own earring. And the good news is that same Varagadev who is slapped, who becomes of who your earring fell, he is coming with the upgraded software as a Ramachandra. So your potency has come down. And Ramachandra is coming with increased potency. And you are trying to fight him. Return Mother Sita, but Ravana belongs to. So similarly here, Duryodhana is giving so much advice. But so now as he preparing for the battle, but what are the discussions and what are the different movements on the battlefield of Kurukshetra? Bringing Bhishma Dev's departure as the final conclusion of next session. Final part of Bhishma Stuti, we will see that next session, but for now we will sing that Bhishma Stuti. We will conclude our discussion. Please don't mind, and I went a little over time, little short time, because Bhishma Dev, I have 2 more session. We can go little slowly, and I'm giving some time to share your thoughts or any questions. Every time we are just doing complete 1 hour. So okay, Bhishma Dev ki jai. Vyasadev Mahabharata epic ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. If anyone interested, can we just try to recite one by one Bhishma Stuti Sloka? If you are interested. Or go ahead and share your thoughts. Any comments? Anything? Hare Krishna.
Mata, when Draupadi called Lord Krishna, Govinda, he did not appear. He didn't want to be part of the discussion, whatever was going on. She was actually with the Draupadi he was actually about to eat his meal, and all of a sudden he hears the voice, Govinda.
Yes, Mataji. Why he didn't come? Why Krishna come little late means, first she tried to protect. She didn't leave her hand completely. She hold one side, one hand, and one side she is calling out. And again she is calling, she's asking help to the elders, people, whoever sitting in the place. So finally she couldn't get any help. She completely removed her hand and she surrendered like that. Govinda, after only Krishna came. He was waiting. He was waiting. He was waiting.
And not outside. Only that, not only that, I think Krishna was watching everybody in the sabha, in the court, and see how people gonna react. It's actually a test for all of them. Who is gonna help her out?
Yes, Mataji. That also there.
That's That's when Bhishma is also counted as one of the sinners that not helping. So all of them are responsible for not protecting the woman who is helpless.
Yes,
so, he was watching. But then at the same time, she was holding only one hand. When she lifted 2 hands, and this is it, I'm surrendering to you, help me out. That's when he really hears and helps her out.
Yes, Mataji. One more thing is why Yudhishthir calm, Bhishma calm means that time Krishna have to be show his potency, right? That's
why they were not able to open their mouth, Mataji? They were all helpless.
Yes,
according
yes,
to the whatever the rules say,
yes,
they are
yes,
surrendered.
yes.
They are basically have nothing to say, no word to say about it. They were helpless.
Yeah, Krishna have to come that place. That is the
Means
reason
they were defeated.
everyone just like, yeah, because Krishna is going to come there. That is the reason. So yeah, the Draupadi
Yeah, he
situation,
will.
we can take it. We can take
Yeah,
the same
nobody has
Draupadi
seen him.
situation.
Only he is behind.
Yes, yes, Mataji. Yeah, the same situation now we have it. We can
Right.
also, we have no help.
So there is a,
We can call out Krishna desperately. Yes, like a Gajendra situation, Draupadi situation. All we
right.
have that same situation. Yes, Mataji.
Right, and every theme has some devotion to it, and like Gatotkacha, who's that guy? Yeah. Kumbhakarna also has a great devotion to God, and then he tries to tell the brother, yeah, if you want me to, I will fight, but you're making a wrong decision here. If I need to be killed by Lord Vishnu, then I'm ready to go. But then, see, there's always some devotion hidden, even though with their demonistic figures and behaviors.
Yes, yes.
So every clip has some devotion to it. Yudhishthira is a big devotee too. So they all is bound to Lord Krishna's, always look for his advice, and they're all great devotees.
Good, Mataji. We have 2 more sessions for this Bhishma Stuti to conclude that. Total 10 session. So 2 more weeks we have. So
right. Yeah, why Bhishma is always helpless, actually helpless, because he gave a word to, because of this Duryodhana always captures him. You are on my side, so you have to listen to us, whatever we say.
Yes, yes.
And then Dhritarashtra is the biggest deceiver. He's so selfish in his mind.
Yes.
He doesn't know how to defend himself and defend. So there is no principle in his mind. So he just crossed the principles of dharma. Yes. I would say. So he's equally sin. But she's also a big devotee too. But he doesn't know how to help himself. Mm-hmm. So he was helpless, basically. Mm-hmm. And Dronacharya, all those people,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Mm-hmm.
But they really failed in the test of dharma, which is to protect a woman who is helpless. So they're all sinners. Mm-hmm. So Lord Krishna says to Arjuna, you don't cry for these all sinners. They're already killed by me. So go do your dharma as warrior. So you're just crying for the just material body. This is not a settled body, material body. So there's a lot of description underneath, but there is also bhavana on it, how the people got stuck. Mm-hmm. So, yes, Bhishma is great and everything, but he failed in one dharma. And then he regrets. But that he surrendered to Lord Krishna is always in his mind, Lord Krishna. But he doesn't know how to take care of himself.
Right. Okay, Mataji.
And then promises he made without thinking is also made him really helpless too. Mm-hmm. Anybody has any more questions, anything that they can discussions?
If you don't have anything, we can just recite one by one, everyone just one sloka that Bhishma Stuti we have, right? I can just share the screen. It's very important, this Stuti. It's really good. Everyone have to recite this. So, who is going to first? Anyone can start.
Shri Bhishma Uvacha iti mater upakalpita Vitrasana
Mataji, what I can do?
Bhagavati.
Mataji, I can recite. I can recite. You can recite back. Just
Yeah,
take
go
one
ahead,
time.
Mata.
Yeah.
I can just do the translation. Why don't you do that?
Mataji, can I read Mataji?
Yes, Mataji, go ahead. Go ahead.
Hare Krishna. Shri Bhishma Vacha. Vimati Upakalpita Hare Krishna. Bhagavati Tatpada Pungade Vibhumi Vasudhupate Kvartit Vicharsum Prakriti Upeyushiyat Baba Pravaha. Thank you, Mataji.
Yeah, translation, Mataji.
Okay.
Translation, please.
One second, Mataji. Suguna Mataji going to do the
Go
translation.
ahead, Mataji, go ahead.
Okay, Mataji. Bhishma said, let me now immerse my thinking, feeling and feeling which were so long engaged in different subjects and occasional duties in the all-powerful Lord Sri Krishna. He is always satisfied, but sometimes being the leader of the devotees, he enjoys transcendental pleasure by descending to the material world, although from him only the material world is created. Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Second one, Mataji. Yeah, I can recite. If anyone just follow that, you can recite back. It's easy, Mataji. It's not very hard, tough.
Mataji, can I try, Mataji?
Okay,
Go ahead,
Mataji.
you do
Yeah.
that, Mata.
Tribhuvana Kamanam Samalvarnam Ravikara Gauravaram Dhanani Vapurala Kapula Anam Vijaya Sakera Viral Pune Navaitya. Thank you, Mataji.
Sri Krishna.
Go ahead,
Sri
Mataji.
Krishna is the intimate friend of Arjuna. He has appeared on this earth in his transcendental body, which resembles the bluish color of the Tamala tree, and his body attracts everyone in the three planetary systems, like upper, middle, and lower. May his glittering yellow dress and his lotus face, covered with a painting of the sandalwood pulp, be the object of my attraction, and may I not desire fruitive results. May I not desire fruitive results.
Okay, text 34. Yudi duragarajo vidumra vishvag kachalulita smaravaryalan kritasye mama nishita sharai dibhityamana tvachi vilasat kavachestu Krishna Atma. Someone read the translation. Can someone? Mataji?
I can do it.
Okay.
Go ahead.
On the battlefield where Sri Krishna attended Arjuna out of friendship, the flowing hair of Lord Krishna turned ashen due to the dust raised by the hoofs of the horses. And because of his labor, beads of sweat wetted his face. All these decorations intensified by the wounds dealt by my sharp arrows were enjoyed by him. Let my mind thus go unto Sri Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji.
Very nice.
Text 35. Sabadi Saki Vacho.
Mataji, can I say?
Okay,
Hare
Mataji.
Krishna.
Yeah.
Sabati Saki Vaso Nitam Yamatye Nija Pareyor Paleyoradam
निवेश्या स्थितिवती परसैनिकायुर्हक्षा कृतवती पार्थ सकीरति ममास्तु. Thank you, Mataji.
Can someone read the translation?
In obedience to the command of his friend Lord Sri Krishna, entered the arena of the battlefield of Kurukshetra between the soldiers of Arjuna and Duryodhana, and while there he shortened the lifespans of the opposite party by his merciful glance. This was done simply by his looking at the enemy. Let my mind be fixed upon the Krishna. This is all Bhishma is saying.
So text 36.
36
Mataji, you want
Mataji.
to do that? So, Swayam Prabhu Mataji.
I will try. Okay. विवहितप्रतनामुगं निरीक्ष्य प्रजनवदात् विमुपश्य दोष भूत्या पुमतिमहरतात् आत्मविद्याय शरणरति परमास्य दास्य मेषु.
Translation. Can someone read translation? Mataji.
When Arjuna was seemingly polluted by the ignorance upon the observing the soldiers and commanders before him on the battlefield, the Lord eradicated his ignorance by delivering transcendental knowledge. May his lotus feet always remain the object of my attraction.
Nice. So text 37.
37.
Swanigamam apahaya mat pradignyam ridam adhikartum avapluto radastha dhritarata charano yayachaladgur haririvahantumibam kadot thariya. Yeah, can someone read the translation, Mataji?
Okay.
Shani Mataji?
Fulfilling my work. Go ahead, anybody wants to do, or I can do?
Okay, Mataji, Suna.
Nobody says. Fulfilling my and sacrifices.
Okay, Mataji.
He got down from the chariot and took up its wheel and ran towards me hurriedly, and just as a lion goes to kill an elephant, he even dropped his outer garment on the way. Krishna. This is all Bhishma is saying.
Shani Mataji, the 38, you can read the translation. Swayam Prabhu Mataji, can you recite?
Yes, Mataji. Sita-vishikahado visinatam cha Prajada-parivutta āgradāyino me Prasasabhāvisasāramāspatātam sabhavati me Bhagavan Padir Mugunda. Thank you, Mataji.
Shani Mataji, thank you, Mataji. Shani Mataji, can you?
May he, Lord Sri Krishna, the personality of Godhead, who awards salvation, be my ultimate destination. On the battlefield, he charged me as if angry because of the wounds dealt by my sharp arrows. His shield was scattered, and his body was smeared with blood due to the wounds.
Hare Krishna Mataji, thank you. 39. Vijayarata kudumba atatotre dhrutahayarasminitak shriyek shaniye bhagavati ratirastu me muhushu yamiha nirikshaya rahata kata swarupam. Two more slokas, I think so. We can finish it. Yeah, can see. So, anyone recite the translation? Swayam Prabhu Mataji, can you do that?
At the moment of death, let my ultimate attractions to be Sri Krishna, the personality of Godhead. I concentrate my mind upon the chariot driver of Arjuna, who stood with a deep in his right hand and his right sword in his left, who was very careful in giving protection to Arjuna chariot by all means. Those who saw him on the battlefield of Kurukshetra attended their worship after death. Section.
Can you recite this sloga also, Mataji?
I'll try, Mataji.
Yeah.
Lalita kadi vilasa valkuhasa pranaya nirikshana kaupito rumana kritamanu kridavasye unmatanda prakritim akalkila asya kodva patva. Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Sugna Mataji, can you?
Okay. Let my mind be fixed upon Lord Sri Krishna, whose motions and smiles of love attracted the themselves of Vrajadhama, the Gopis. The themselves imitated the characteristic movements of the Lord after his disappearance from the rasa dance. Gopis.
Yeah, Gopis, Mataji.
Vrajadhama means Gopis.
Yeah, Gopis, yeah. Text 41. Munigana
Mataji.
okay, Mataji. Yeah, go ahead, Mataji.
Munigana nirvavarya sangulinda sadasi yudhishthira rajasuya yesham harahanam upapeda ikshaniyo mama trutiko charayesha avi atma. Thank you, Mataji.
Shani Mataji, yeah, can you read the translation?
Yeah. At the Rajasuya Yajna performed by Maharaja Yudhishthira, there was the greatest assembly of all the elite men of the world, the royal and learned leaders, and in that great assembly, Lord Sri Krishna was worshipped by one and all as the most exalted personality of Godhead. This happened during my presence, and I remembered the incident in order to keep my mind upon the Lord. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
I want to do that, Mataji. Go ahead.
Yes, Mataji. Tam imam ahram ajam sharira bhajam siti shtitam atmakal sitanam pratitritam ivanaika tarkam ekam samadikadosmi visutra ved moha. Thank you, Mataji.
Nice, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Translation, Mataji.
Yeah, sorry. Sorry, go ahead, Mataji.
Translation. Now I can meditate with full concentration upon that one Lord Sri Krishna before me, because now I have transcended the misconceptions present in everyone's heart, even in the hearts of the mental speculators. And he is in everyone's heart. The sun, what happened? The sun may be present. Sun may be perceived differently, but the sun is one. Wow.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Jagannath, Baladev Jaya Subhadra Jaya Radha Shyam Sundar Radha Shyam Sundar Radhe Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Jaya Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. Next time if you want we can just first before we have 2 more session Mataji only for the Bhishma Stuti, only 2 more session. The 2 more session we can before finish this sloka and translation and we can start the class. So at least everyone can try to recite, right? Everyone please try Mataji's in home. So everyone can try that thing.
Yeah.
But this is this class also is a practice. Only you can try here also. Why you are? You can try the same tune. Easy to come. One more time I can share that YouTube link for the tune. I can in the group, JSD group. So you can all try. Okay, Matajis. Thank you. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Matajis, Prabhujis, for joining today's session. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.